EXPO City is a real future city that actually exists on the ground. Creating the big impact is a very, very important element that was always in the planning, the impact of the EXPO 2020 event. At the same time, creating a meaningful legacy was as well as important. And actually it was more important because, our plan was more of like building a future city that happened to host EXPO 2020 event. And then we continue with the EXPO legacy. The transitioning was an element that was naturally born immediately after the closure of EXPO 2020. We spent almost 6 months of planning. We called it the mobilization period, not only for resources, but also for the planning elements up to 10 years ahead. It wasn't an easy task. A lot of moving elements, a lot of benchmarking and studies happened at the very early stage. We made sure that everything we built is transformative. Sustainability was always important to us, and hence it was one of the main 3 sub-themes of EXPO event. When you go to EXPO site and EXPO City, you see it integrated in every element, whether it's a passive design, whether it's in the landscape, whether it's in the built environment. In the infrastructure, we are extremely proud that we have achieved 8 CEQUAL recognitions for our infrastructure as the most sustainable infrastructure of this scale of a city. It's massive. The KPIs that we have developed in relation to sustainability were extremely challenging. We had more than 40 KPIs that where each one of them was extremely tough, but we managed to achieve them all. For example, the roads that are built for EXPO, 30% comes from recycled tires and the asphalt mix. The concrete that we are using uses 30% less water than any other business as usual concrete. The landscaping, we have more than 50% of our plot area all landscape. EXPO City is a real future city that actually exists on the ground. It's not a blueprint, it's reality. Since the early stages of the planning of EXPO City, we made sure that everything we built is transformative. When I say transformative, I mean it has a quick response to any future needs or changes. Looking at the technical infrastructure and the digital infrastructure of EXPO City, it's like top of the world. Looking at the spaces are extremely flexible, whether it's like building spaces or public areas. Both of them are very flexible in order to what can be built, how they can be used or utilized. Our spaces are flexible for offices, for residentials, for schools, for hospitals. The entire place defines how cities should be designed around human needs. So it's literally a human-centric city that, like all your needs are within just 15 minutes walking distances, whether it's like the place where you exercise, your gym, your F&B, your entertainment elements, your park, your running track, and all those small elements. There's a lot that EXPO City is offering and will continue to offer. And we are extremely excited on implementing the plans that we have in place for the future city.